Hi, my name is Ahana, and today I'm here to talk to you about PickMeUp, my solution to a huge problem that we're facing. So, what is the problem? Well, first of all, did you know that the clothes you're wearing right now will possibly pollute the environment for up to 200 years, even after you throw them away? I know, right? That's a crazy long amount of time. And I used to be just like you. I used to want clothes, and I used to go shopping all the time without even realizing the damage that I was causing. But the thing is, clothes are creating a much bigger problem than we realize, and clothes waste in particular is a huge problem, especially in the United States. On average, we're throwing out around 55 clothes per person per year, and these clothes are going into landfills. In landfills, they decompose, which can take up to 5 months or 200 years, and while they decompose, they emit harmful gases like methane into the air and leak chemicals into the groundwater. The reason that this problem is so critical right now is that the textile industry is the second largest polluter in the world, second only to oil. It contributes to 20% of industrial water pollution. It uses over 20,000 chemicals, many of which can be carcinogenic, and even after clothes are used and thrown out, they continue to pollute the environment for years to come. Additionally, a lot of other countries are starting to ban the import of clothes that the US wants to send over, especially if they're cheap and manufactured through fast fashion. According to research, up to 95% of used textiles can be recycled, but only 15% actually are. Existing solutions like recycling campaigns, thrift shops, and reselling apps are inefficient. And if we think about it, to reuse and recycle clothes, you have to sort them and then transport them to drop them off. But many people don't have the time to do this, which is why these solutions are ineffective. Imagine you're a busy working parent that has to juggle your family and your working life. For most people like this, tossing clothes in the trash is easier because to reuse and recycle clothes, you have to sort clothes and transport them. And most people don't have the time to do this regularly. That's where Pick Me Up comes in and addresses the two fundamental problems that drastically reduce recycling of clothes in our communities. Community members will get to know the effects of throwing out clothes, and recycling clothes is only a click away. To use PickMeUp, homeowners will request clothes pickup with the app. The data will then go to the cloud service, which will connect with student volunteers. These volunteers will go pick up clothes from where homeowners have left them for pickup, and then they will sort and drop off the clothes at local recycling bins and/or thrift shops. Taking a look at the screen of the app itself, you will see slots for our mission, how it works, scheduling pickups, becoming a volunteer, or a sponsor. The How It Works part of the app will explain how the Pick Me Up service works. Then, users can schedule a pickup with the corresponding button. After clicking the Schedule Pickup button, users will be asked to enter basic information such as their name and the location that they want their clothes to be picked up at. They will then receive a message that thanks them for using the service and instructions for how to package their clothes. To become a volunteer, you will enter basic information and sign up within the app itself. After creating accounts, volunteers can log in. They can also use Facebook or Google to do so, and once they've logged in, they'll be able to see scheduled pickups, available pickups, and recycling facilities that are near to them. While adding pickups, volunteers can also search pickups by zip code so that they can make sure to pick up clothes that are near to them. Once volunteers have signed up to pick up clothes, they can also look up recycling facilities by zip code to see where they can drop off these clothes. Volunteers can view their pickup history and then log out when they're done picking up clothes. Overall, everyone benefits from Pick Me Up. In terms of our partners, volunteers will get service hours and credits from their schools, and thrift shops and charities will get a larger and more consistent supply of clothes. In terms of customers, households will save time and effort by not having to do the work to sort clothes themselves, and they will be able to remain green with minimal work. For the future of Pick Me Up, we plan to use my own neighborhood as a pilot community. From there, we'll identify recyclers and thrift stores to partner with, finish developing a prototype, recruit volunteers, get publicity and PR from the city, and then finally launch the pilot. Pick Me Up plans to operate as a nonprofit that will depend on student volunteers who will get credit for their service hours through schools and colleges. For future revenue streams, we want to gain revenue by selling reusable clothes through thrift shops. We also want to partner with recyclers that will provide free shipping of recyclable and potential revenue once we reach significant volumes of clothes. We also want to receive charitable donations from the community.
We can't stop people from buying new clothes when they want, but we can make it easier for them to dispose of these clothes. If recycling 15% of the clothes that we use is equivalent to taking 1.2 million cars off of the road for an entire year, think about how much more we can do to help reduce clothes waste. The future of Pick Me Up is huge, so pick me up for a greener planet.